to this daily yoga flow filmed in Ella in Sri Lanka to help you move, stretch, and connect your breath, mind, and body. We'll start by placing one hand on the heart space and one hand on the lower belly, taking some deep, deep belly breaths, breathing in from the belly, traveling through the ribs into the chest. Exhale from the chest, ribs, and belly. Take a big inhale, rise those arms up and overhead. Exhale, right hand comes down onto the floor, left arm sweeps up and over. And then we'll take it over to the other side. On an inhale, we'll raise that right arm up and over, left arm to the floor. Exhale, return back to center. This time, rise both arms up, nice big inhale here. And then we'll take a little twist over that right shoulder. Left hand comes to right knee. And then we'll bring that right arm up and overhead, feeling a nice deep side body stretch into the right side of the body. Exhale, return back to center. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead. Let's take it over to the other side. Turn belly, ribs, and chest. Gaze over left shoulder. On an inhale, we'll rise that left arm up and over. Breathe into the left side body. And then exhale, return back to center. On an inhale, we'll rise both arms back up overhead. Exhale, hands meet in prayer, coming to meet at the heart center. Take a moment here to set an intention for your practice or for the day ahead. Or just connect your breath to your body, tuning inwards. Putting your intention back to yourself silently, and then taking a moment to return back to your breath. Taking a nice full body breath in through the belly, the ribs, and into the heart center. Okay, now let's come to the end of our mat. Find yourself in a kneeling position. Take a moment to come back to the breath here, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, just centering and grounding, connecting to the earth. Nice full body inhales and exhales. From here, we'll take the knees wide, walk the hands forward, come to a child's pose. Allow the forehead to meet the earth here. Breathing into the back of the body, into the ribs, taking some full body breaths. Inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. Coming up to a 4-point kneeling here in tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll come into a few rounds of cat and cow stretch here. Lift the gaze, lift the tailbone, tuck the tailbone under, protract the shoulders, chin to chest. Move with your breath. Inhale to lift the gaze. And exhale to round. Flow with your breath here, inviting in some fluidity, moving without any judgment, any control. Just connecting to the spine, articulating each movement with your breath. From here, we'll take the knees nice and wide again, come back to a child's pose, connect down to the earth, breathe into the back of the body, and then returning back into tabletop when you are ready. From here, we're going to plant the hands. Take the left leg straight out behind you, right arm lifts out in front of you. From here, we'll take the opposite knee to opposite elbow round. Inhale, find length, nice and long. Exhale to round. Inhale, find length, reach tall. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Keep it going, one more. And then return back to tabletop. From here, you're going to take the knees nice and wide, come back to a child's pose, moment of rest, connect to the breath. Then returning back up into tabletop when you're ready. Right leg reaches out behind you, nice and long, same on the other side, opposite knee to opposite elbow. When you're ready, inhale, find length. Exhale, round. Inhale to find length. And then exhale, round. Returning back to tabletop. Take a rest in child's pose. Then returning back onto all fours. adjusting as you need. We're going to take the right leg out behind, pivot the left knee and foot off the edges of your mat. Plant the left hand, take the right hand high to the sky. Inhale here, reach the right arm up and overhead. Feel nice and long in that right side body. Exhale, press into your left hand, come to a modified warrior 2 here. Left arm rises, right hand to thigh. We come to a little peaceful warrior modified version. Returning back to tabletop when you are ready. Taking a child's pose in between if you wish, and then meeting back into tabletop, ready to take it over to the other side. Left leg extends behind, pivot the right shin and foot off the mat. We plant the right hand, a left arm comes up to the ceiling or to the sky. We reach that left arm up and over, breathing into the left side of the body. Press into your right hand to press yourself up into a modified warrior 2, and then coming to bring the right hand towards the sky, left hand to thigh for a peaceful warrior. Exhale to bring it back down to the earth. Come back to a child's pose, take a moment of rest. And then coming back into tabletop, press yourself forward. We come to lie onto our bellies. Take the hands wide at shoulder height, coming to some cobra rolls here, really articulating through the spine. Moving like honey here, nice fluid motions through the spine. Place the hands under the shoulders, press yourself back, meeting in a downward facing dog. This could be your first downward dog of the day, so be gentle, connect with the 4 points connecting to the earth. Pedal it out, find a nice long spine, and then connect back to the breath. Inhale to rise the right leg to a 3-legged dog. Step the right foot through the hands and drop the left knee down to the earth. Plant the left hand in, inhale to raise the right arm high. Reach back for that left foot, coming to a little quad stretch here. Exhale, return the hands back to the earth. Extend the right leg, coming to a half split hamstring stretch. Inhale, rise both arms high to the sky. Exhale, release both hands down to the earth. Press yourself back, 3-legged dog. And then meeting the feet down at the earth, downward facing dog pose. Let's take it over to the other side when you're ready. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot through the hands, coming to your low lunge. Set yourself up when you're ready. The right hand plants down, left arm rises. Reach back for that right foot, coming to a quad stretch here. Gaze over the shoulder. Inhale, rise arm up. Plant the hands down, come to your half split hamstring stretch. Inhale, rise both arms high to the sky, coming to that low lunge variation. Plant the hands down, step back to your 3-legged dog. Take that foot nice and high, and then meet back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Breathe here, take an inhale, take some little steps towards the top of your mat. Walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees and rise up to standing. Arms come up all the way overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Taking a moment here to connect back to the breath. Hands connecting at the heart center. Grounding through both feet, standing tall to the crown of the head. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, reaching for the floor, standing forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, back, press the hands down and step back to a high plank. Lower yourself down nice and slow, and then inhale to a upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog pose. Inhale, right leg rises. Bring the heel towards the opposite bum cheek and take some little circles with that knee. Come back to center when you're ready. Step the knee through the hands. Exhale. Nice. Set yourself up to runner's lunge. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up overhead. Stand tall, find your balance, check the knees stacked over the ankle, and then exhale, hands meet the earth, step back to your plank. Lower on an exhale, inhale, upward facing dog, and then exhale back to your downward facing dog pose. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg rises, bend the knee, take some little circles, open up that hip joint here. And then coming back to three-legged dog, we step the left foot through the hands. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead into your high lunge. Exhale, hands meet the earth, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, and then come forward into your high plank. Lower yourself down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, take a child's pose, moment of rest, and then meeting in downward facing dog pose. Walk the hands towards the feet, baby little steps here, coming to your standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then rise back to standing. Exhale here, swan dive forward, come to that standing forward fold again. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with that left leg. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge. And then exhale back down to the earth, plant the hands, step that right leg back. Lower yourself down, take your vinyasa, upward dog on an inhale. And then on an exhale, press back to your downward facing dog pose. Reset here, three-legged dog to the right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot through. Inhale, rise both arms up, nice and fluid here, stand strong. And exhale down all the way, plant the hands back into the earth, step back to your high plank. Lower, take your vinyasa, inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, when you're ready, come back to your downward facing dog pose. Take some little steps or hop or jump to the front of your mat. Coming to your standing forward fold when you're ready. And then to a halfway lift on an inhale. Slowly roll back up to standing, arms come nice and wide above your head. And exhale, come down to heart center. Take a moment to return to your breath. And then from here we flow again. We rise both arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg. Bring both arms up overhead. On an inhale, find your high lunge or warrior one. And then prepare to set up for your warrior two. On an exhale, pivot the foot and bend that front knee, both arms nice and long. We hug the kneecap to the thigh, extend that front leg. We're coming to our triangle pose here, rooting down into the feet, strong in your legs, gaze up to the right hand, and then float back through warrior two, gaze over the front hand. Flip the palm, reach forward, come back through to your reverse warrior here, peaceful warrior. Take an inhale, and then on an exhale, we'll slowly float back, windmill the arms all the way down to the earth, and step back to your high plank. Take your vinyasa here, lower all the way down, inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog pose. Reset here. Inhale to rise the right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog, bend the knees, step it through the hands, set up for your high lunge. On an inhale, rise both arms up, nice and slow, nice and steady. And then exhale, pivot onto the back foot, bend the front knee, we open the arms out to our warrior two, gaze over the right hand. And then we'll slowly windmill the arms, extend that right leg, gaze up towards the right hand for your triangle pose. Stay steady here and then slowly return back to your warrior two. Flip the palm, reach forward, come back to your peaceful reverse warrior. Left hand rests on the thigh, right hand to the sky. Slowly float back through warrior two, windmill the arms down to the earth, press back to your high plank. Lower yourself down, take your vinyasa, inhale upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog pose. Take a breath here, reset. On an inhale, step, hop or jump, or take some little steps to the top of your mat. feet come to meet the hands. Come to your standing forward fold when you're ready. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale to your halfway lift. Bend the knees, rise the arms up to your standing mountain pose, to your Tadasana pose. Hands meet at the heart center. Connect back to your breath. Release the hands down by your side. Take a moment to reset. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Reach for the floor. Standing forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step the left leg back. Inhale to rise up through to your high lunge or warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Hold nice and steady. Gaze over that right hand. Reach forward, extend that right leg, come to your triangle pose, Trikonasana, gaze up towards your left hand. And then slowly return back to warrior two. Flip the palm, reach forward, come through to your peaceful reverse warrior, gaze up towards the right hand. Exhale, slowly float the arms, windmill back down, press the hands into the earth and step back to your high plank. Take your vinyasa nice and steady. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog pose. Take a moment to reset, to return to your breath. And then we plant the right foot down. We inhale to lift the left leg high, coming to that three-legged dog to the left. Bend the knees, step the left foot through the hands, come to set up for your high lunge. And then on an inhale, we rise both arms up and overhead, nice and slow. Hold, take an exhale, open out to your warrior two. Keep it steady and strong. Gaze over that left hand. Extend that front leg, reach forward, windmill the arms to your Trikonasana pose. Gaze up towards the right hand, extend that side body. Extend through the waist. Hold steady here and then slowly float back to your warrior two. And then we flip the palm, we reach forward, returning back to our peaceful warrior. Gaze up towards the fingertips. And then slowly float back down. Hands meet down to the earth. Find our high plank and lower ourselves down on an exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog pose. From here we step, hop or jump to the front of the mat. And then come to our standing forward fold. Roll up to standing, reach tall on an inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to reset here, grounding down into Tadasana. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, plant the hands down, step back to your high plank. Lower yourself down the last time. Inhale, upward dog. And then step back to your child's pose. Take a rest here. Breathe into the back of the body. And then returning to tabletop, meeting in our downward facing dog. Right leg rises, three-legged dog. Step it to the outside of the mat. Hands are on the inside of the foot. We bring the left knee down to the earth. We'll take the right hand to the right thigh, gaze over the right shoulder in our little lizard lunge here, opening out that left hip flexor. And then we'll take the right arm up and overhead, reach back towards that left foot, coming to a quad stretch on the left side, gaze over the right shoulder. Take a couple of breaths here, and then you can slowly return back to center. Planting the hands back down, we lift the back knee, take a little rock forward and back. And then when you're ready, you can step that foot back to your three-legged dog here, and then lower back down to your downward facing dog pose. Let's set up to the other side. This time the left leg rises, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, step the foot to the outer edges of the mat so both hands are on the inside. Drop the right knee down to the floor. Press your left hand into your left thigh, gaze over that left shoulder here, opening out through that right hip flexor. We bring the right foot down towards the bum and we reach the left hand back, coming to a little quad stretch here. When you're ready, you can release the foot back down, bring your arm back inside the leg, lift the back knee, take a little rock forward and back before stepping back to your three-legged dog when you're ready. Nice and slow, rising that left foot high and then lowering it all the way back down to the earth. Take a moment here to lower yourself down to your child's pose, dropping the knees to the earth. Nice and gentle, walk the hands forward, send the bum back towards the heels, resting here in child's pose, breathing into the back of the body. We then walk ourselves up through tabletop, walk the hands all the way to the top of the mat, keep the hips high stacked over the knees, melt the heart down towards the earth. Coming to your puppy pose or melting heart pose. Allow the forehead to meet the earth or the chin to meet the earth here. Keep the hips stacked over the knees, breathe into the heart center space, opening out through the chest. Walk the hands back into tabletop and then slowly returning back to seated, bringing the legs out in front of you to set up for your forward fold. Inhale, rise both arms up overhead. Exhale, reach forward for the feet or the ankles and fold. Stay here for a few breaths, returning to seated when you're ready, returning back to your day. Thank you for practicing with me, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.